Hello there guys and welcome to another race here in Hydra Racing League for round number 3 in Netherlands. So I just joined mid-quali just after it got started. We were going to be in another lobby, but there were some problems, so we moved to another lobby, and because he wasn't making the lobby, I was just waiting, but I just waited too much.
We're ready to go, so let's get the car out.
Yeah, I almost, well, I don't know, but still I'm in time, so I didn't miss a lot of things in qualifying. I just joined like 30 seconds after qualifying started, so I don't have much problems, but well, let me show you the problem I am facing. Hope you have noticed that difference, although you could been thinking that in reality I was having everything normal, but I don't know, maybe it's you, but for me I was just having some issues with the sound because it was a little bit delayed by like a quarter of a second, and that was a very big problem for me, and yeah, I couldn't do a flying lap with that problem, and yeah, after going for that out lap, I was just going for my flying lap, but I decided to just go for the pit lane and enter the garage, and I decided to restart my console, and well, let's see if the problem gets fixed. Here I am on my second attempt of a flying lap. Fortunately, that problem got fixed. I need to turn 8. Unfortunately, I just got terribly into the corner and ran wide, and that is just a terrible way to ruin our lap time. And well, I was just about to speak to you that turn 8 is a hard corner. If you take it wrong or touch the success curve, I think your lap time will get ruined. If you don't control it, which is a miracle to do it, or you spin, or you run wide and cost you, in both of these cases, cost you like 5 seconds, maybe 10. But well, I was just conserving a little bit of my fuel, because I'm about to get to another flying lap right after it, the third attempt, but this time it is with scrapped set of soft tires, which isn't a good thing. We are now into turn 1, and I'm just a little bit decent into that corner, although oh yeah, Samas is right in front of me, which cost me 0.3 of a second, and that is just a terrible thing, but fortunately he let me pass. So we now have clean air, and we are now heading into turn 7, that right hand corner, and we're seeing that green one by again. Oh my goodness me, we just almost DNF, and we're seeing that Samas has DNF. Maybe he sacrificed himself in order to not get me a DNF. I don't know, but well, that is a miracle that I am still in this session with no suspension damage, and I crashed into a wall once again. But yeah, my front wing is now destroyed. Oh yeah, let's now get into the garage. Oh yeah, one thing to say is that we just set the balanced set of tire location, but still, I don't know why, but oh, we almost spun, and we're seeing that has spun, and we are now entering to the pit lane, but very slowly, because as you can see, I am just with our front wing damage. But if I had continued, I could maybe set a lap time and get a validated lap time and improve my previous lap time. So yeah, that's quite ironic. But well, as you will see later on, it is that instead of having 3 sets of soft tires available with that tire location, I have 4. I don't know why, but I have 4 instead of 3 softs. Well, you can see in this screen in just a few seconds, but meanwhile I am just a little bit idle. I don't know what I was doing, I forgot. But the last set of soft tire that isn't used, you cannot use it because it is returned. As you can see, it is a little bit glitched because that soft tire that I cannot use, I can use it. I don't know how, but as you can see, I can use the 4th set of soft tire, so that gave me an advantage because that means that I can use the 3 sets of soft tires in these 3 laps I am doing in qualifying. But let's just wait until the 2-minute mark, and this time with new sets of softs, and hope we can make a decent lap time. Well, not a decent lap time, but a good one, because we're fighting for the championship and we are fighting to maintain it. Alright, so time to get serious, and we're heading to penultimate corner, but I just ran wipe. Fortunately, I did not invalidate my lap, but before heading to the last corner, I deployed my DRS, and now we are beginning our final flying lap of this session, or final attempt. But we're seeing that we're already losing 1/10 of a second. I think I took turn 1 badly, and we're seeing that we also took turns 2 and 3 also badly, and we are now into this straight-ish. Now we are into turn 7, and we are taking that right-hand corner, and we're seeing that we are not improving. And into turn 8, we're seeing that again. But we're seeing that in reality, we are now improving. I don't know how much I'm improving, because in these laps, these aren't the real ones, the previous lap times I did. So this is the only real flying lap I did in this session. And well, let's hope I am doing this decently. And now we are heading into the penultimate corner, and DRS is about to be deployed. I deployed it. Now we're heading into this banked last corner, and now we are heading to the main straight, about to cross the line with 109.295, which puts us into the front row once again, half a second slower than Tamal, who set a lap time of 108.77. The only driver who braked through with the 108. In other words, he was the only man to get beyond the 109. So let's get into the qualifying results. Tamal gets pole position, followed by myself, and Mercedes gets a 3-4 in qualifying. Raptor and Churro, respectively, terrific, qualified 5th. And we're seeing that Churro qualified 1 second slower than Tamal. That is just a little bit humiliating for these drivers. Sweeter qualified 6th, Zodiac in 7th, Meteoro in 8th, Guardian in 9th, Chucho in 10th, Buck in 11th, Ultra in 12th, Andre in 13th, David in 14th, Salas in 15th, and Godly, my teammate, didn't set a lap time, and thus he qualified last place. And Samas didn't also get a proper lap time. And I just noticed that one driver, I don't know if it was Oshoa, who qualified in P11, but that driver went for mediums. So now, well, let's head into the pre-race strategy. And well, here it is. The game chose me to go for medium hard, but I decided to go for an aggressive soft medium, although I decided to just go for the default strategy, which is the soft medium strategy, although I decided to just in case there's a safety car, I decided to just box and go for mediums, and it'll be a soft mediums. If not, I'm going to maintain with that strategy, and we lowered the fuel down to 50.8 kilograms, I don't know, or maybe 55, but now we are about to head to the race, and the white lights are about to be turned on. Now the players are ready, and these white lights I have turned on, and it's lights out, and we're on the way for the Dutch Grand Prix, and wishing that the Mal gets an extraordinary getaway, and we maintain P2. That's a decent start for us, and we're seeing that there's still flags starting the race, and into turn 4, which is should be, but in reality it's turn 3, and the virtual safety car got deployed. Well, I was expecting a safety car maybe. Well, I wasn't expecting, I was wanting to get a safety car. We're seeing that there is something that happened into turn 4, and the safety car got deployed, the real safety car. I decided to box for mediums, and well, gamble worked. Now it's a soft medium strategy, and so we are going to box in those tires. With those tires, I mean. So let's do that thing now. Alright, so the reason why I'm 8th position is because almost nobody boxed. I don't think no one has boxed, and I was the only one in this front field who boxed, and that's why I'm here. But at least it could have been worse, and oh my goodness me, what the hell are you doing, Garleon? What the hell are you doing? And dropped down to 11th place, and well, fortunately David and Zodiac decided to let me pass, and I'm back into 9th position, and the safety car is in this lap. But man, what is he doing? Garleon, what are you doing, man? Why are you doing this to me? I don't know, but at least we didn't get the 5-second time penalty for making contact during the safety car, because if you make contact, you can have a 5-second time penalty, and I almost crashed with Garleon, but I was millimeters from it. And now the safety car is ending, and we are preparing our tires to the relaunch of the race, and racing once again is going to be here. But unfortunately, the gap between Garleon and myself is too far away, and I'm just deploying much of my ERS in order to maintain my 9th place. We are seeing that Garleon is getting further and further away from us. The gap is now 9/10 of a second, and that is just a little bit unfortunate. And yeah, let's just maintain our 9th place and hope we can maybe. But the safety car got deployed once again, and this time I decided to stay out, and we're seeing that Andre. What is he doing, man? Garleon, what are you doing, man? First you did with me, now you did with Andre. And Andre, in this time, crashed into the wall and damaged his front wing. Into turn 4, when I was heading that corner, we're seeing, well, we aren't anymore, but we were seeing that 2 cars got into an incident, and that caused the safety car. But yeah, I don't know what is Garleon doing, but I'm up into 6th place at least, so that's a big plus for me. But yeah, that is just a terrible thing that is doing Garleon. Hope he gets too many seconds of penalties, maybe 10-second time penalty, or maybe he could get disqualified from the race, but I don't know. Maybe the stewards decided, and I almost ran wide into turn 1, something I almost never did, or maybe never until now. But we're now catching the safety car, and we're bunching up the field. Meanwhile, we are heating up our tires, and let's just wait until the safety car ends. Alright, so safety car is in this lap. Safety car is in this lap, which is going to be in lap 6 at the end of this lap. And so the wait for the safety car to end is going to end now. and hope I get a good relaunch. Yeah, I'm a bit pissed that I I got into 6th place and not in 5th. I could have been in 5th place if Guardian wasn't that dirty. And the safety car is now ending, and unfortunately I didn't get the good relaunch, and David is trying to overtake me into turn 1, but he decided to not do it, and we are still in 6th place, so at least there is a little bit of a good news, and we're seeing that I left gap with David, but I was just going a little bit around the outside into turn 3 in order to get a little bit of a better exit of that corner. Well, that's what I think. So meanwhile, let's just maintain our P6. Maybe carry on with the box, I don't know, but well, we'll see. Yeah, I was just thinking which word I was going to say, and we're saying that Garleon is a little bit with ups and downs with the gap that he is between myself and him. I don't know, but let's not underestimate him, and well, if there is an opportunity to overtake him, let's overtake him and maintain P5 if we overtake him. So for now, let's just maintain P6 and let's see if Guardian boxes, because I think he is one of the drivers who is yet to pit. I don't know, but well, let's see in the next few laps. 2 laps later, and we are now heading into sector 3, and we are now heading to the last corners, and Bucky was trying to overtake Susho, but he failed it miserably, and he got a terrible exit into like turn 12, and he's down into P5 because Guardian overtook him, and he's up into P4. I got DRS, and we're about to begin lap 11, and Bucky's trying to overtake Guardian, and he instead overtakes Chucho, and he is now up into P4, and we're seeing that Chucho has gone into the outside, but he got a terrible exit into turn 1, and I got up into P5 and overtook Chucho, and Guardian is up into the podium. Meanwhile, let's just maintain P5, and if Buck gets a terrible exit, let's try to overtake him, but meanwhile, let's just maintain P5. And we're into turn 7, and he got a terrible exit into that corner. Buck and myself were wheel to wheel in a terrible corner to do it. Fortunately, we didn't make contact, so everything is going cleanly, and we're maintaining P5, and that gap is still on. So, well, let's maintain P5 in case they are driving very good and not bottling up in the corner exits. Then 1 lap later, we got DRS and we maintain P5, and Bucky's trying to overtake Guardian and get up into the podium, and into turn 1 he's wheel to wheel with Guardian, and he got the turbo exit into turn 1, and here we are wheel to wheel. He came I don't know how much to explain, but we're seeing that Buck is now just ahead of us, and Buck is just a little bit blocking us. I was just trying to see which gap to overtake him, but instead I decided to just maintain my 5th place for just a few seconds, and he's ran out of ERS. Exiting turn 1, we almost got contact, and well, we made contact, but we almost pinned, and he got a slightly terrible exit into turn 10, and I decided to go for it, and I'm going for around the outside into turn 11, we overtake him, and just in time, because the virtual safety car got deployed. Wow, that was a lucky overtake, and the safety car got deployed, so yeah, I just overtook Buck in the last opportunity I had before the fights were deployed, and well, because the safety car got deployed, I'm going for cards because we are yet to end the first half of the race. So the strategy is now changed from a soft medium strategy all the way up into soft medium hard strategy, and hope we can maintain those hard tires until the end of the race. Meanwhile, we are in P4, and let's just catch the safety car and field, and let's just heat up our tires and wait until the safety car ends. And so the wait for the safety car is ending at the end of lap 17, and I mean now. So we are heading into the penultimate corner, and well, hope we can overtake Raptor and get up into P2, or at least maintain P3. And we're seeing that Garleon, I don't know what happened to him, and Twitter is out of the race, but that doesn't matter. I don't know why I said that. We're now 11 runners, and we are racing once again, and Raptor is trying to overtake Tamal down the inside into turn 1, but he failed it. Well, I don't know what happened to Garland, but he's down the order, and we're up into the podium places. And meanwhile, Raptor is trying to overtake Tamal, but well, let's see if he can do this thing for us. And let's just maintain P3. Best case scenario, we'll have chances to overtake Raptor, but I don't see it can happen that best case scenario. But well, let's just try it. For now, let's just maintain our P3 and hope we can manage our tires and get into the end of the race. Then later on, unfortunately, I couldn't maintain much with the gap with Raptor and myself, and well, it's very far away from us, and we are getting into turn 8 after the scissors curve, and we're seeing that Tamal got wide, and we almost overtook him, but yeah, instead I decided to just let him pass, and yeah, I should have been more aggressive, but in reality I shouldn't be that aggressive, or else I would push Tamal wide, and he would report me and penalize me for that. Yeah, that is just a little bit unfortunate, and the gap between Raptor and myself is now up into 2 seconds. Well, hope he destroys his tires, because he's on mediums, and we are barely begun the second half of the race, and the RS is now enabled. Yeah, sorry for that moment of silence, but yeah, I was forgetting what word to say. But yeah, let's just maintain our third place, and yeah, that's just unfortunate that we're still in P3. Well, I think I forgot to say that Bal got fastest lap, but I don't know which lap, so yeah, that's not that relevant which lap he got, but the thing is that he got the fastest lap, so he manages to overtake Raptor and win the race. He'll get 26 full points, and that'll bring up extremely well into the championship. And yeah, I'm a bit sad because that might seem that my championship hopes are over, and instead of being a championship fight from myself and Raptor is now from Raptor and well, but well, let's make it a 3-way fight at least. We are seeing that Tamal is now catching a lot with Raptor, and we're seeing that Raptor, despite being faster than us, he's destroying his tires, and also he's on mediums. I think he'll be struggling a lot with those mediums at the end of the race, but well, let's see. Garden has left the session for like the 5th time, I don't know. And well, let's just maintain P3, and well, let's see if Tamal and Raptor both destroy their tires, and maybe I can overtake both of these and get into the lead of the race. Well, at least Raptor, because you know, Tamal is extremely fast. So let's see if at least we can get P2. Then later on, we're seeing that Tamal overtook Raptor, but still, Tamal is just 0.6 seconds ahead of Raptor, and we are now heading into lap 25, and Raptor is trying to overtake Tamal to regain the lead of the race, and we're seeing that there's battle to turn 2, and we're seeing that there is some stopping and jump flags because Raptor has spun, and we are up in P2, and well, I think we can maintain our championship lead, and our hopes of winning the championship is still very alive. Well, I don't care if Tamal wins the race. As long as I am ahead of Raptor, everything is fine. Yeah. Hope we can maintain P2 and let's just manage our tires. Because, well, let's see if Tamal gets destroyed his tires and maybe he'll get very slow in the last few laps and maybe we can have chances to overtake him, but I don't know. And also I'm not aiming too much from that, so let's not go for it too much. It's not our principal objective. Our principal objective is just to maintain our second place and maintain our championship lead. So let's do that thing. Then lap 29, 7 laps to go, and we are seeing that Tamal is slightly slowing up, and well, as you can see, every lap, these tires get worn out, and thus we slow down way more and we have less grip. And we're seeing that the gap between Tamal and myself, it's just a little bit up and down. We are now getting to the 50% tire wear, I think we're now, and we are about to begin lap 30, and we're seeing that the gap between Tamal and myself, it was like 5.5 seconds in these previous laps, but now it is 4.9 seconds, and well, we're seeing that Tamal is actually having some difficulties with those tires, and maybe we can catch him. And I don't know, but if he gets penalized by Raptor's crash, he might be demoted all the way down to second, and I'll be promoted to the race win. But well, let's see if we can do this thing. Hope we can. And meanwhile, we see that Tamal lost his fastest lap because Shusho got it, and also Raptor boxed for soft tires, and maybe he can set the fastest lap and maybe overtake Zodiac and get up into P3 because he's on soft tires and Zodiac is on hards, so he might get a greater grip and better lap times. So well, let's see. But meanwhile, the gap between Tamal and myself is now down to 4.2 seconds, so he has his tires very destroyed, and he might get into the 60% of tire wear, maybe into the tire cliff keys. But well, let's see if we can decrease that gap. And now look at the gap between Tamal and myself. It is now 3 seconds, and well, unfortunately, I don't think that it is possible that we can overtake Tamal and get the race lead. And we're seeing that the tire wear we have, it is now at the 50% tire wear. The front tires are like 58 and the rear ones are like between 52 and 46, but I cannot believe that this is happening, and well, I just believe, but still I just did not expect that gap, and this would have been impossible if it was on normal circumstances. We're seeing that Raptor overtook Zodiac and he's up into 3rd place, but he doesn't have the fastest lap. Well, I was just talking about Tamal, and that would have been impossible in normal circumstances. If it was on normal circumstances, Tamal would have been like 9 seconds or 10 seconds ahead of me, but he has his tire destroyed, and now we are heading to the final lap of the race, and now our tires are at 60% of tire wear. So yeah, we need to just be a little careful with the tire grip, the lack of it, and we're seeing that the gap, unfortunately, we won't be able to overtake him unless he spins or crashes into the wall, but I don't seem it possible. And we are seeing that we are maintaining the championship lead, and we are about to finish second, and I'm now seeing Tamal, the car, and that means that he's struggling a lot with those hard tires. Now the gap is 2.2 seconds, and now we are heading into the final corners. Now sector 3 of the final lap of the race, and I got this snap of oversteer, but still, it doesn't matter because now we are about to finish second place. Tamal crosses the line to win the Dutch Grand Prix. For us, we crossed the line second, but at least we maintain the championship lead. Maybe we can get promoted to the race win, and well, let's see if we can if we can get the race win, but well, if we don't get that, still we're going to maintain the championship lead. And look at the drivers who finished the race. Only 10 finished the race, and yeah, that is just a little bit surprising for me. I thought they would survive, like Shoa just DNF, so now we are 9 finishers. Although Guardian would finish 10th, maybe Andrea as well, because their lap, or maybe just Guardian who is lapped. Meanwhile, Shoa will just finish ahead of these 2 drivers because I think he retired from the final lap. But here we go, second place. Yeah, that is just a great thing, and hope we can maintain this consistency. Let's now head into the podium ceremony. So here it is, the race results. Tamal won the race, followed by myself. Maybe Tamal will get penalized because he crashed with Raptor, but I don't know. Maybe they won't, maybe they will, but well, let's see in the next few days. And Raptor finishes 3rd place, Zodiac finishes 4th, Jujo finishes 5th, although he had a 5-second time penalty. The only driver to get penalized during the race. David finished 6th position, Churro finished 7th with the fastest lap. Ochoa finished 8th despite retiring from the race, but he retired from the final lap, and so he classified at 8th. Henry and Garleon both ended up being lapped, 1 and 2 laps down respectively, and the others, well, got DNF'd and didn't get to classify. So in total, we were 9 finishers out of 16 drivers who started the race. So yeah, a little bit chaotic the race. So well, now the days have passed and the penalties have been reached. The post-race penalties were there, so let's check on them. Alright, so here it is, the penalties from the 3rd round, although it says round 2, but it is in reality round 3. I think he got a typo. We're seeing that Zodiac got 12 seconds of penalties post-race. One of them was a 2-second time penalty for making contact on track, and 10-second time penalty for, well, making unrepairable damages to Terrific's car. Meanwhile, with the case of Tamal and Raptor, unfortunately for me, it was just a race incident, so I didn't get promoted to race win, so yeah. Still, I'm just leading the race, just 4 points ahead of 2nd place, which is Raptor, so well, I'm not that angry. At least I finished ahead of 2nd place in championship. Meanwhile, Garleon, Garleon, although he received 10 seconds of penalties, still it won't be affected because he finished lap And last, I was going to say 11, but yeah, I just checked once again, but it was just 10. 2-second time penalty for making contact in a track, and 3-second time penalty for making Henry spin. Well, he rear-ended him during the safety car, and still he did not get penalty. And well, another 5-second time penalty for making that contact. Disastrous damages to Henry's car, and also he rear-ended me, but still I won't report him. Well, he got that penalties. Meanwhile, Henry also suffered from Ochoa because he reported him, and Ochoa got 7 seconds of penalties post-race. A 2-second time penalty for making contact on track, and 5-second time penalty for once again crashing with Henry and causing him to have terrible damages to his car. So there it is, guys. That is the race, and well, hope you enjoyed this video, and see you guys in the next race. Goodbye.